Hello YouTube. Today I will be reviewing Nosferatu the Vampyre. And you're probably wondering why I have this whole ordeal up with the yellow and the black dots. And well, it's like a thing I do. It's kind of protect my identity and just I don't know, just kind of have fun with it. Kind of like a mystery type thing. How's the chair? You might think it's stupid, but I don't really give a crap about what you think. Not really. But anyways, back to the movie. Movie, as I said, Nosferatu the Vampyre. It was released in 1979. It is 107 minutes long. It's a good length movie. Directed by Werner Herzog. It stars Bruno Ganz as Jonathan Harker, Isabelle Adjani, I think I pronounced that right, as Lucy Harker, and Klaus Kinski as Count Dracula himself. And the movie is originally done in German, but it's also dubbed into English, so you can either watch the German version or the English version. Um, and it's a remake of the 1922 movie Nosferatu. For those of you who don't know that movie was the very first vampire film. And and for those of you who don't know anything about anything, Nosferatu is based off of the book uh, Dracula by Bram Stoker. And for those of you who don't know what Dracula is about, it's about a man named Jonathan Harker and his wife, Nina. In the movie, her name is Lucy. And um, Jonathan is a real estate salesman who's assigned to finish up paperwork with a man who lives in Transylvania and wishes to live closer to civilization in Europe. Uh, the man's name is the man's name is Count Dracula. Now, Harker goes to Dracula's castle, and Harker finds him very strange, but doesn't really think anything of it. Doesn't want to bring it up because he is in fact a gentleman. Um, mm, and Dracula, well, Harker arrives in the middle of the night. Dracula's there to greet him, and they have supper at around midnight. And Dracula acts very strange. Harker doesn't really think anything of it, and and then, well, then later, then Harker goes to sleep, and he wishes he wishes to talk with Dracula, or he was looking for Dracula. He's nowhere to be found in the morning, because of course he's a vampire who doesn't really walk around during the day. And then, well, later that night, Harker is shaving, and Dracula kind of sneaks up on him, and he cuts himself, and Dracula kind of lunges at him at the sight of blood, but he doesn't really do anything. That's when Harker starts to suspect that he is a vampire. Anyways, um, then Dracula sees a picture of Harker's wife, uh, Nina, but in the movie Lucy again, and he wants her to be his own, and so a couple days later, Dracula locks Harker in the castle, and he leaves. And Harker finds out that he is in fact a vampire, and he escapes, uh, goes goes back to his hometown, uh, to rescue Lucy, and blah blah blah. That's the whole ordeal, pretty much. Anyways, talk about the movie. The movie was very well done. If you haven't seen it, see it. Just rent it at Blockbuster or anywhere else. Look for it on the internet, what anybody does. Um, it's very well done. The dubbing was excellent, I thought. Um, some scenes looked almost perfect, like it was done in English. Some parts looked like it was dubbed over, but it was very well done. The voice acting was really good. What the dubbing. Uh, it's and if you know the story of Dracula, uh, it has its own. The director puts its own twist on it. Like when Dracula uh, come arrives in Harker's town, he brings like thousands of rats, and the rats have the plague, and Dracula is this like, sinister evil guy who like spreads the plague, and it's a very very good movie, one of my favorites. Um, there's some dry humor, so it's kind of funny. Um, it's actually it's one of the movies that's actually kind of scared me because I don't know most scary movies nowadays are in fact gore fests. They don't really scare you. They just like gross you out or just make you feel uncomfortable. This movie it kind of scares you. There's very little blood. You know, for a vampire movie, there's some bite marks you see, and it's very well done. You know, and I totally recommend it. If I were to give it like a certain amount of stars, I would give it 5 stars out of 5 stars. Very good movie. Go see it. Thank you, and goodbye.